Guys, of course, this is Afrobeat Rewind 2024, and it's going to be a lot of interesting episode right now. I think a lot of people understand that some kind of artist actually made impact in 2024, and some people are giving accolades for that, getting Grammy nominations, and we're going to be talking a lot of things, ranging from Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy, Tems, Rema, Daniel, and a lot of artists in 2024 in Nigeria that actually made massive impact in terms of Afrobeat. That is why we are calling this Afrobeat Rewind, because we are about ending 2024, and it's going to be like a massive 2025 also, because some artists have started announcing their project in 2025 while we are still in 2024. Before I dive into the stories, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos, and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. 2024 was unforgettable for a lot of artists, and they actually made impact. The lives of Irasta, the lives of Tems, the lives of Rema, the lives of Omale, and a lot of people actually made impact, and Ashake also. And we are talking about the impact right now, and we are talking about how they are ending their 2024, with some massive projects out there. The lives of Wizkid has put out an album closing 2024 for a lot of Afrobeat artists, and this album is really getting a lot of massive number on Spotify and Apple chart right now. But Davido is not sleeping any further, because he has put out two singles out there that are really making impact, okay, and funds, and that is really impactful to an extent. But talking about 2024 as an artist here, we have Irasta coming up with Commerce, and that was really a blendful one, and that was really massive to an extent, and actually made do with that. She has been making a lot of vibe stories out of that, and some people can really understand that from a different point of view. We have the lives of Wizkid with Diamond in 2024, and it was really epic for Wizkid to an extent. And now Wizkid has decided to drop another thing further, and Charlie Poppy or the Modu Black got us on chokehold with their cast, and that was really epic for 2024. It was really an initiation of new style of artistry in 2024. And we still got a person of Davido having Chris Brown on a song. Chris Brown actually featured Davido on a song called in 2024. That was in April, and a lot of people actually vibed to that big story around that, and that song is really getting a Grammy nose right now. And also the sensational Davido, Chris Brown, and Lil J got us on a lockhold, and that is a Grammy nominated. It was really interesting and a massive 2024 for the lives of Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy, and a lot of others like Rema, Tems, Irasta, Daniel. That is something I got to understand about the big story. And you can really highlight your interesting moment in the comment section for Afrobeat 2024, so that we can get to understand your own point of view around this. And a lot of people had their interesting moment, but I'm still highlighting some kind of impactful moment with this artist. That is what we are talking about on Afrobeat Rewind 2024, and it has been so massive and so interesting for a lot of others. The Lives of Davido is announcing a new album by 2025, early 2025, abi second month of 2025 is going to be all interesting. That is February 7th, 2025. Davido is going to be dropping his album called 5, and that album is the 5th studio album of Davido. A lot of people were expecting something like time, but Davido decided to change the dial and the narratives right now. And what do you expect of Davido in 2025? Two songs from that album, they are already in 2024 having us on chokehold. That is something I can speak about right now. Davido sampled a person of Brenda Fassie 1997 songs of Volindla in one of his songs called Forms featuring Chike and Odumodu Black. It is really getting a lot of interesting attention right now on chart, Spotify and other platforms. Talking about standout albums of 2025, I think we cannot really overlook the contributions of Tems, with Born in the Wild. Getting Grammy nominations with that album, 3 Grammy nominations, highest for a Nigerian artist in 2024, is really massive and interesting to an extent. Remember that album got, a kind of blend of Afrobeat, R&B and jazz. That is really massive and interesting to an extent and appealing to a global and a wider audience. And Tems was able to close her tour in 2024 with a massive interesting prayers. But right now, what do you expect of Tems in 2025? That is something a lot of us are really asking. But 2024 was really a good and interesting outing for Tems. That is one thing I got to understand by these stories that is trending around on social media. Still on standout album, you have to talk about Lungu Boy by Asake. That album was really a standout album and got a Grammy nomination at 2024's Grammy nomination. That is an interesting and a big one. And that album is a blend of Nigerian Fuji and South African Amapiano, and that is really massive to an extent. And a lot of people, especially the fans of Asake, can really attest to that based on what they are feeling with that album. But some people are saying that that album should have gotten a global album nomination at the Grammys, and a lot of people are saying otherwise around this. What are your own takes about this? What is your own opinion about Asake not getting a global album at the Grammys, just like Tems and Rema? We cannot talk about standout album of Afrobeat 2024 without talking about Rema's album His, and that album got a Grammy nomination in 2024, and Rema decided to bring back energy to Afrobeat to an extent and trying out new things, and this really worked for Rema to an extent. That is something I got to understand about that. No longer the Afro rave style, but decided to try something new, and that really worked to an extent. Now we are closing 2025 Afrobeat Rewind with Whiskey's Mariah's album, and that album has gotten over 100 million streams so far, and that is really interesting and massive for Whiskey to an extent. That is something I need to say. That Whiskey album is really classic, and a lot of people are saying that it may be getting a lot of nominations and accolades by 2025. What is your own take about that? I want you to put your own story in the comment section so that you can have a glimpse at what you feel. Yes, in 2025, Davido is going to pave the way with his album called 5, and a lot of people are really responding to that. Davido has promised that this album is going to be so unique. It's going to be a little different from what we used to. Let's catch a glimpse.
I mean, it's my 5th album, you know what I'm saying? I'll say I was more relaxed. I explored more. When I'm picking the album, if I have like 40 recorded songs and I'll pick like 17, I send out the link to my close friends and family, and then they give me feedback of the ones they like. You're gonna hear some old Davido on this 5 album. Definitely new experiences. But I feel like success just keeps coming and you just keep doing it and doing it all over again. I don't see me ever reaching a milestone and being like, oh, I've done it or I'm not gonna do it again. And we touched everywhere. Any type of genre you can imagine. So it's definitely going to expand the run and the greatness of Afrobeat.
Now, what is your own feeling about this? I want you to put your own comment in the comment section so that you can have a take on this particular story. Before I jump off, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos, and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. I love you guys. Keep supporting Afrobeatblog across social media platforms.